Valentine's Eve. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to Island Tea. Jams to with the man, AZ.
Right here at WINNFM. Good morning to everybody. I'm hoping that everyone is having a beautiful morning so far. We had the blessings. We had showers of rain so far. As Jamster indicated, it is pre-Valentine's Day or Valentine's Eve.
That is not what I said. I said Valentine's Eve. I was very specific.
Yes, it's Valentine's Eve. And of course, tomorrow is a big special day. I know a lot of persons are doing their last minute shopping today.
And he's threatening to wear a red jacket tomorrow.
Yes, you have to, the spirit of Valentine. And of course, to show, cooperation.
No, he shows you're a terrorist.
No, not at all, man. So we have so many good things to look forward to. And in the month of February, we celebrate love, we celebrate Black history. And so we would conclude Love Week. Well, it's more than a week. It's been more than a week, about a week and a half of Love Week. And so we are going to conclude tomorrow on Tuesday. And then we're going to look at different topics, and then we're going to focus on, Black heritage and stuff. So February has a lot of themes.
Remember, happy hours can be 2 hours, or even 90 minutes. So
yes,
yeah,
it's
a
true.
happy hour has a quality all its own and a quantity all its own.
Yeah, so Love Week is called Love Week.
Could be 9 days, could be 8 days.
Hey. So, Jamster, so many things have happened over the weekend. I want to start off with positive affirmation because we're talking about love. We're talking about Valentine's Day tomorrow. And I want persons to say to themselves, real love starts with me. Real love starts with me. And so, whatever you may be going through, whether it be in friendships, relationships, understand that real love starts with me. And so, as per the usual, I like to give share a little, what I like to call lifestyle tips. Of course, these are found. I get these from Loop News. They're a very good news source, which I was introduced to. And so from the app, you have various categories. So you could choose whatever news you want to be featured for you. And so this morning it says, when the news is overwhelming, tips for coping with negative stories by Loop Lifestyle, February 9th, 2023. Even as you acknowledge the importance of staying informed about the world around you, let's be honest, sometimes the news can be depressing. From the abundance of crime headlines, global tragedies, political tension, the pandemic, and the list goes on, the news can trigger feelings of overwhelm, anxiety, and even helplessness as we navigate the world each day. If you've been feeling the weight of negative news recently, it might be a good idea to assess how you consume news content to create a sound balance between remaining informed while honoring your mental capacity. Here are some tips to get you started. Avoid reading the news as soon as you wake. The alarm sounds and you roll out of bed, immediately checking your phone. Sounds familiar? You might want to reconsider your morning routine. How you start your morning sets the tone for your day. Instead of opening the news app to peruse the stories of the day as soon as you roll out of bed, try spending a few moments in silence to check in with yourself instead. Have a glass of water, do your daily stretches, have breakfast, or even engage in reading something that isn't news related, like a good fictional novel or a devotional. Taking time for yourself in the morning can make all the difference in how you are able to cope with the day's events. Designate a specific time to consume news content. Once you're given yourself time to ease into your day, the next tip is to designate specific time slots in which you will be up to date with the news of the day. Maybe that's during your commute to work, a midday check-in, or wrap up early in the evening. Decide which times are best for you based on your personal schedule or when you think you might be in the best frame of mind to intake stories that might include less than pleasant subjects. If you are currently experiencing anxiety related to your news consumption, it's recommended that you log off a couple hours before your bedtime to give your brain time to wind down. Decide which times are best for you and even try to stick to them as much as possible. By training your mind not to be absorbed with news content for the entirety of your day, you maintain control over the level of impact the stories you read have on your overall frame of mind. Depend on reliable news sources. The rise in social media popularity has led to immature news gathering that often is void of fact-checking. The end result? News stories can irresponsibly cause panic without sound reason. A 2020 report from the World Health Organization even coined a term, infodemic, which it referred to as an overabundance of information that sometimes is inaccurate. Proliferating misinformation, even when the content is, in at its best case scenario, harmless, can have serious and even social and legal health ramifications in the context of a global pandemic, says the WHO. And the article goes on to speak about other things. I want to quickly point out two other things. Seek out the positive. The prevalence of negative news can feel like a plague and can invoke strong pessimism if we aren't careful. Balance your consumption of news media by being intentional about seeking out positive, uplifting stories to inspire some hope about the world around you. Finally, log out when you have to. Sometimes the best way to maintain your mental health is by knowing when it's time to take a break and unplug for however long is dependent on you. Maintaining a conscious media diet can help to reduce stress and in time and can return time for you to observe the world around you in real time through your own lens. So I'm going to repeat that. Maintaining a conscious media diet can help to reduce stress and can return time for you to observe the world around you in real time through your own lens. And so those were some tips. If you are feeling overwhelmed,
you need to relax a little
and you
bit.
can't cope with the stories,
You need to relax.
Yes.
All that. No one wants to hear all that stuff.
Yeah, no. Some persons out there, they get the news.
But you see how we're having a conversation here? That's how we should be doing it.
And the news is overwhelming for them, and so they have all sorts of negative items in the news, and so they feel daunted by this.
You are such a regimented dude. Man.
So, Jamster, have you ever read a story or have you ever come into situations where it is that the news story is so bleak that you go into depression? Was it during the pandemic time?
Not really. Well, yeah, sometimes. But the one story that sticks out in my head is I remember, believe it or not, this is the one I always remember.
Yes.
I remember there was a year Grenada had a hurricane, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think it destroyed like all their spice crops that year.
Yeah.
And then the next year they had another hurricane and did the same thing. And I remember I think I said something to the effect. I said, God, is all that really necessary? No, I was I was really hurt. I was like, man, come on, man.
Yes.
No, seriously, I really felt that one. And no, I think I have a lot of empathy, but that's the one that always stands out for some reason. That mightn't resonate with some people, but that's the one I remember. Like, everyone asked me the question.
Everyone has something that sticks out.
I was like,
to them.
I was like, I mean, do they really deserve to have their crops deserve 2 years in a row? And seeing some of the stuff going on in Europe and so on, and but I love my people. Though,
There's also a flyer that's being circulated. It says Condom Day, February 13th, or International Condom Day, February 13th, in preparations for Valentine's Day. This Independence Square, Monday 13th February, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Safer is sexy. Exciting condom games. It's going to be great. Come participate.
So yeah, that was a really inelegant segue from me talking about that to condoms. So I take it you didn't watch the game last night.
Well, I was updated by the various snaps. The various snaps on WhatsApp and
you just said like 15 words when you could have said one. Yes or no? Did you watch the game last night?
No.
Okay, good. Let's take a break and come back. It's Love Week, and you know what? I want you guys to hear from the power couple. We got to shake off some of that stiffness that AZ brought into the room. And we're going to be hearing from Soca's power couple talking about how they work together and how they met. I mean, it's Valentine's week, Love Week after all.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
This is a notice from Sagicor. Dear valued client, in order to satisfy our regulatory requirements, we are in the process of ensuring all information on file is kept up to date and relevant. Therefore, you may be contacted and asked to submit recent documents. Should you have any queries, please call our advisor or one of our customer service representatives at 465-9476. Sagicor thanks you for your cooperation on this matter.
Radio never sounded like this.
Radio never sounded like this, sounded like this.
98.9 Win FM.
Win FM.
Hey, and we're back. It's 8:18. It just ticked over to 8:18. And of course, last night I just asked AZ about the big show last night. He didn't watch it, but I'm telling you.
I was updated on Facebook.
Okay, well, let me update the listeners now.
Yes.
Okay, so listeners, Rihanna, they had her first performance in 7 years last night, and it turns out she's pregnant again. So apparently A$AP Rocky's been getting really busy. Hey, it's Rihanna. Come on, right? So. Really nice performance, I thought. She was wearing red, and she had her dancers. They were all suspended on these platforms that kept going up and down all through. It was a pretty cool performance, I must say, and I think she delivered. And elsewhere on the music front, you had Abbott Elementary Jamaican American actress. Cheryl Lee Ralph, she delivered the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Babyface did America the Beautiful. Really nice acoustic version of him, just with a guitar down on the field. And the national anthem was delivered by your boy Chris Stapleton. It's similar, like guitar, and that was kind of nice. So yeah, all in all, I think a great show was had, and Rihanna really delivered. None of her collaborators showed up, and she did duets that she did with Drake and Kanye, but they didn't show up. So she ended with Diamonds. She started with BBHMM. I'm gonna put it that way. That's an abbreviation. You know the song, right? B better have my money.
Yeah. Yeah, I know this song.
Okay, and I guess in keeping with the Valentine theme,
I thought you were going to highlight the players who have
Kittition
heritage. So you see, I took away something from the.
Yeah, I was gonna
NFL.
talk about that.
Yes.
Actually, I was talking to one of the players' aunt last night while the game was going on. So, yes. So, Joshua Williams of Casey, number 23.
Yes.
And then there's another one. His name is Linval Joseph on the other team. I mean, what are the odds, right?
Yeah, I know.
Two
You win either
petitions.
way.
I remember last year there was an Antigua in some team or something.
So it's good to see persons of Kittitian heritage displayed on such an international platform.
Yes,
It does well for the country and patriotism.
it certainly does. Well, we're all about love this week, and what better way to talk about love than to hear from soca's power couple, Bunji Garlin and Faye Ann Lyons. They were on the Breakfast Club last fall. Angela Yee, one of the co-hosts, she has a Brooklyn themed, Caribbean themed day called Angela Yee Day, and she had hired Bunji and Faye Ann to perform, and they were on the Breakfast Club, and she asked them about she and DJ what's his name, Envy. She asked them about how they got together and so on. So it's a pretty interesting story. So
I'm sure you're going to share that.
oh
with
yeah,
us.
of course. Here we go. Here we go.
Bunji Garlin and Fire. Did I
Yes,
say your
sir.
name right?
Fayan.
Yes.
Close.
Close.
Fayan.
I'll take it. Close.
Fayan.
Close.
Well,
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah,
Don't
man,
just
thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Correct this man.
I did. I corrected it. I said,
I'm so accustomed.
Fayan.
It's normal when it comes to the territory.
well, welcome.
Thank you.
And they are a married couple, and so I love that in this story because you guys both come from musical families,
Yeah.
Yes.
you know, as well. But you knew Bunji before he knew you, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. My dad was like the biggest Bunji fan ever. So every single day in the house was Bunji, 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 Bunji. And I was like, oh, who's this guy? And he's like, you got to meet him. When I met him, he wasn't very nice. Just to say.
Why weren't you that
Oh,
nice?
He's a little
nice.
standoffish.
He was like, nice to meet you. Can we get a picture? Sure. And then he left, and I was like,
It was
okay.
one of those things where, in the presence of her father, he didn't want to look like.
It
You
would
know?
be disrespectful.
Yeah. So it was like, nice to meet you, and not too much eye contact and things like that.
Did y'all have
And-
to sneak around so he didn't know at first?
Nah.
No.
I mean, when I met him, I was like 19. So then when I started professionally singing, then I met him again. He didn't recognize me because
Yeah,
I was
did-
like a whole different.
I saw you said you pulled over in the car on the side of the road to
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to her song on the
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah. Well, it was one. Actually, it was my first hearing of her musically, and the way the song was done, the way the production was done, even the flow of the song, it wasn't usual for what you would hear female in the culture in soca music doing, right? Because of course we spent so many years. Anyone who knows the culture of Trinidad and Tobago and the music, the women were always presented as eye candy, always just to be sexy and you know just to be seen and not really heard. And she just approached from a whole different direction. That was it was more like street. So it was like, yo, what's this? Because it was very unusual, and that I was driving when it happened, and I pulled the vehicle on the side of the road to really listen it because I couldn't focus while driving listening to that. It was really something different for me at the time, and I was really, really glad to experience something like that. I think that too is what made me really wanted to see, hey, who's this? Who's this?
And then she had that picture of y'all. Like, remember? So tell them about your father, though, because he was an icon, and that's why, of course,
Yeah.
I'm sure Bunji was like, I'm not, hi, bye.
Yeah. I was his biggest fan as well at the same time.
Yeah. When my dad is when you say soca music, you say Super Blue. So that's his sobriquet. He's the one that revolutionized the soca industry because before soca had a nice beated the calypso vibe. What he did was he put jump on wave, wine, flag, that party aggression atmosphere. I mean, like he climbed scaffoldings and he would perform from the rafters and all this sort of madness. He brought that whole costume and vibe, like he dressed like Spider-Man, he dressed like Superman and go on stage, and his songs were more energetic. And he actually brought the party aspect that all of us in the industry are actually doing today.
Yeah.
He created that. The first really jump on wave song was Get Something on Wave. And after that, everybody started incorporating it in the music, and he was the first one to really speed up the music because it was like da 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 da. Rum and Coca-Cola.
You have a lot of other first.
And then,
You have a lot of other first too.
and then he literally turned what we would normally have as a nice calypso type thing, soca column music at one speed, and
Into
put it into
party.
something that we call power soca today. So there's groovy soca, which is the slower version, and then there's power soca, which is the mad aggressive
That's the
mosh
version
pit.
I like. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Well, that's the one you see. Everybody doing all the madness.
Yeah.
That-
How do
that's
you
the
feel
one.
about you getting into this business? Because, like you said, the women were eye candy. They weren't necessarily the ones performing and not even getting the respect that they could have gotten. There wasn't a lot of women paving the way like that. So, was he concerned for you being in
Oh
this?
yeah, he was. He was very concerned. I mean, the industry was male dominated, and at the end of the day, I think he was more concerned because I was not willing to conform. I was like, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how you're dressing. I don't care because it was more shiny stuff, and people wasn't into wearing what I wore. So I would come on with the crop tops and the really, really ridiculously low jeans and sneakers, and that's not what women wore. They wore they were called carnival boots, and they would wear these sequin bodysuits, and they. I was like, nah, I ain't doing all of that. I'm coming to be me. So I brought regular. I went on with coveralls and tongues and all this other stuff, and made it really relatable to people who wasn't into carnival for that kind of shiny stuff, but they loved the music and they loved the culture.
Right.
And then I was like, I was in my early 20s, so I was very rebellious. So you could not tell me that that's how I had to dress.
What did your dad say about you dating an artist?
No. I was dating an artist he loved.
Oh,
So you get no objection. Parents. If parents likes the guy, it's you. They'll be watching like, you better not mess up.
that's what your dad told you?
Yeah. He was like,
Oh, like you was gonna.
I
Mess
like
up.
him. I think he's more my dad's child than I am.
Really?
Oh, big time. If both of us was in trouble and he had to pick one, he'd
think
have
he'll
picked
pick him?
100%.
Because he also knows that you could fend for yourself just because of
No,
how he raised you.
he loves him. He loves him like he's. It's.
So y'all can't never break up.
No.
No.
No, and then the weird thing is,
break up.
no, no, but you see, the universe evens itself out because his mom loves me.
Yeah.
Okay, so she would pick you over him.
Yeah, so he took my dad and I took his mom.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, okay, cool.
That's for real.
So when did y'all decide that this was it, like to start dating? How did that even happen?
Well, the media kind of outed us a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we tried to. It was never like we dated to see how it would go because we taught the same circuit, but it was always he's a ladies man, number one. So it was like, okay, I'm not trying to be nobody. I ain't trying to no line. So you figure your scene out and then you let me know. He's like, nah, there's no line. So great. So then we went to an event and somebody in the media found we were too
Too close.
and they wrote this big article. Oh my God, soca's do is couple. Bunch of got little fan lines, and we're like, but we're not dating though. And they're like, yes, you are. We see you guys. And like, okay. And then we had to
But we
sit down.
just didn't.
Yeah, but
know
we
it
didn't tell them, so they.
So you lied.
Well, we didn't lie.
yet.
we
We just didn't know it.
said,
We just didn't know it yet.
yes.
But how did it even happen? Like, what was the first time that you were like,
Oh, he realized I was the piece of the puzzle that he was missing, and he could not live without me, so he decided to make a move.
Did he realize or did your dad realize?
No. He realized it. He
No,
realized it. He realized. He actually called. There was a friend of ours who wanted us to do a collab together. So he called and he's like, "Listen, Bungie, I want to do a collab with Bungie." I said, "No problem. I'll do. Send the track and I'll listen to it, and then we'll sit down and write stuff." Because he writes and I write. So I said, "Okay, cool. We'll do the writing session. We'll sit down." And then he calls the next day and it's like, did they tell you about the song? I say, yeah, they told me about the song. I say, okay, cool. Then he hangs up. Then he calls back, but then he hangs up again. And then I'm like, okay, so I'm looking at the phone, I'm like, what? And then he calls back. He's like, oh, sorry. I thought it was my sister's number. I was trying to call my sister. And then he hung up again. So then, okay. So then he calls back. I can't lie. I was trying to call you, but I didn't know how to talk to you outside of the project. So I just wanted to find out if we could have talked. Like, dude, no problem, but you didn't have to pretend like your sister. It's
it's
no
so
scene.
cute though. That's
Yeah.
cute.
I mean, he's a gentleman. He looks aggressive. And stuff. He's a darling.
It's Bounty Killer and Bungie calling. Yo, representing for the ladies, my darling.
Climb on that. Hey, girl, climb on that. Hey, girl, climb on that.
Girl, them jumping up on the cooler, falling.
Every girl go up on the cooler. Every girl up, every girl up.
8:30. So you know it's gonna be problems at Cooler Fest this year, right? Because you know they're gonna be bringing Bungie to do this track up on the cooler. So yeah, that was Bungie Garlin and Fayan from Breakfast Club. By the way, the host. By the way, the hosts, they are actually, DJ Envy is actually, one of his parents is Dominican, and Angela Yee, her mom is from Montserrat, her dad is Chinese, Trinidadian. So yeah, so Caribbean vibes all around there.
Yes.
And introducing the New York audience. That show has a huge following in New York, the U.S., and the rest of the world. So
awesome.
Yeah. Okay, so 8:31, we have the cops are gonna be joining us soon.
Police officers.
I guess we can get up on the cooler in the meantime.
Change my life, girl, go up on it up. Make me smile, girl, go up on it up. Volcano, girl, start bubble up. Give them the left, right, and double up, and double up, and double up, and double up, and double up. Hey! None of the dancer vibes and the girl them ready to wild out. Girl, show them it's all side and show them you're ready to wild out. Climb something. Let me see the girl them climb something. All of the girl them climb something. Climb something. Climb something right now. Every girl go up on the cooler. Every girl up. Every girl up. Hey girl up on the cooler. Every girl up. Every girl up.
Up on the cooler.
Hey, every girl.
8:31, we got traffic talk coming up next. Hey Z.
Yes.
What's on your mind?
I'm just thinking, so many things in the news. February has been such a telling month so far. I don't know how to introduce this, though. I don't want to be the one to say, you come back with some boring topics.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Balance.
I know, man. I just messing with you.
Balance. Yeah, last week, I've been messing with you too.
Yes. Last week, in the discussion, and especially on Inside the News as well, they had the discussion about the Nevis Island.
Oh yeah, I had the
assembly
clips.
And
I had the clips.
The composition of the Nevis Island assembly. Yet they have not announced leader of the opposition as yet, and we are the Honorable Cleon Stapleton Simmons has been conditionally suspended from the NRP. Based on awaiting disciplinary action. You have the clips, Jamster?
Yeah, and she says she will not be bullied.
Today, there is no absolute rule in a democracy. Okay? We cannot bully people into making decisions. We have to be able to persuade people. The Section 58 clearly states that the Governor General is guided by the person who commands the support of the other elected representatives. You have to command the support. The support should not be bullied. It is not demanded. Okay? You have to command it, and sometimes in this life we have to, as politicians, as elected representatives, as representatives of the people. At the end of the day, this is all about people.
Yes, and so that was the Honorable Cleon Stapleton Simmons, who called in. I think she called in on Freedom FM sometime last week and made that
was Friday.
Call. Yeah, on Friday. Okay. Well, we have the police officers here with us,
and we don't want to get locked up, so we better get that show.
But that was just some thoughts of persons. Are we at the situation there in Nevis with the NRP? We're going to go into traffic talk here with the police officers.
But first, we got to get a word from our sponsor,
of course.
Caribbean Alliance. It's 8:34. Coming right back.
We won't be here without them.
We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
When it comes to the important things in life, your health, your education, your choice of a life partner, and of course your insurance provider, only the best will do. Caribbean Alliance Insurance is the only insurance company in the Eastern Caribbean with an A excellent rating. We have a robust 3-tier reinsurance strategy that protects our policyholders from multiple catastrophes, even if they occur in quick succession. We spread our risks over 18 territories, ensuring minimal impact to individual territories when a disaster strikes. We provide an excellent claims experience. Claim settlement is usually between 24 to 48 hours. Our A excellent rating means that you are more secure with us. Contact us for motor, property, marine, public liability, employer's liability, and other policies. Delisle Walwyn, people you can trust. Local agent for Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Tomorrow secured.
8:35, and it's time for traffic talk. We've got the officers on deck. Good morning, ladies.
Yes, we have here the police officers. We have Sergeant Henry, and we also have Inspector Phipps. And they're going to be speaking with us this morning. They're going to be talking about derelict vehicles. And, of course, they're going to be making reference from the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act. And so we welcome here this morning. We welcome them on our program. How are you guys doing this morning? I know it's Valentine's Eve.
I am fine, thank you, Azard. And how are you?
I am wonderful. I have a little bit of a cold. I'm trying to get it off by the end of the day.
Okay, keep it.
Yes. How are you doing, Inspector Phipps?
Good morning. I'm a bit cold. This weather is me. You must stay home, but
yes.
You know, when you have to go, you have to go.
Yes. And we welcome you here on the Traffic Talk and at Win FM. And of course, we have persons who are waiting in anticipation for what you have to say this morning.
This morning, we'll be dealing with derelict vehicles or broken down vehicle. I will first give you the definition of a derelict vehicle. A derelict vehicle is any vehicle that is partially dismantled or wrecked and or deemed abandoned and or does not display a current license plate, and such vehicle is left in such a conditions to the extent that it is not worthy or it is inoperable for more than 7 days is deemed a derelict vehicle. When we're dealing with derelict vehicle, there are certain procedures that should be followed. And I will turn over to my Sergeant Sophie Henry, who will continue.
Good morning, listening audience via radio and internet. As the inspector spoke about derelict or broken down vehicle, and as I had said, we'll be going to Vehicles and Road Traffic Act. Because we don't want just person to say, okay, they're just saying that.
Yes.
But you can go online and pull up Traffic and Road Vehicle Act, Chapter 15, 2017, and you will see for yourself. And it said, it shall be the duty of the owner, driver, or other person in control or in charge of any vehicle, A, when the vehicle has broken down on a road in such circumstances that the defects cannot be remedied within a reasonable time, or the presence of the vehicle is likely unnecessarily to obstruct or to cause danger to other persons using the road. And when we have our derelict vehicles on a road, it is very hazardous. Because rodents, that is bad for persons, and other persons use it as dumping ground or to hide other objects. So when you have such vehicle, you can take it to the landfill, or if not, the police will go out and ascertain the owner of such vehicle. If the owner cannot be ascertained, then we give you 7 days in which to remove that. We put a notice on it, and we give you 7 days to remove such. If the owner is ascertained, then we give the owner 48 hours. If such is not being removed, then the officer will get a tow truck and deposit it at the landfill. So first, we look for the owner. We cannot ascertain. We give you 7 days. We're still going to look within the 7 days to see if we find the owner, and even if we give you 48 hours and you do not move it, and the police has to move it, there's a cost to it. So don't think you're going to leave it there and say, oh, I'm not going to move it and let the police do it. We know the owner, we remove it, and there's a cost to that.
Also, while we are on derelict vehicle, take note that we only deal with vehicle that is on the government road. Anything that is on other person's property, what we'll do, we can assist the owners, but they would have to fit the bill for themselves.
Okay. So persons out there, I hope you're listening. We have a lot of derelict vehicles. If you look at some private properties, you see them on the land. If you look, I don't know if I see many on the road. I'm thinking about it. I see more on private land than I think, on the road. I think that perhaps the officers are doing an excellent job in ensuring that, they're not really on the road. I don't know if you guys have seen a lot on the road. Have you?
Yes, they are.
They are. Okay, then
But,
maybe.
but is it that when it's on private property, then it becomes the purview of the health department?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So in essence, it's not just the police duty alone.
Yes.
It's several entities, such as the health department.
Yes.
And sometimes all the planning might be a part of it at times.
Yes.
And if your vehicle is broken down for some mechanical problem, I am appealing to the drivers or the owners of these vehicles. Come to the traffic department and make a request to say, okay, the vehicle is broken down. I'm waiting on pass, because if you do not do that, and the vehicle come back up, and you come to the traffic department and say, oh, my vehicle was down, I need some kind of leverage off it.
Yes.
We cannot do that because we don't have any information in our book. So if your vehicle is down for some kind of mechanical problem, you come to the traffic department and inform us.
Yes. And that's important because some persons might not know what to do if in a situation like that. And so the police here, they're being very gracious. They're saying, if your vehicle has broken down on the road, come and make a report. Come and speak to them so they know what is going on, so you don't see your vehicle being towed.
And not only, but if it's waiting on a part by a mechanic shop also.
Yes.
You come to us and tell us, okay, if my vehicle is down, the number is such, it should be back up in, say, June, but I don't know when I'll get it back up on the road. You come and you inform us. So when you go to Inland Revenue, you're going to say, did you inform the traffic department? You can say yes. Okay, come back up there, we give you a slip, you go down to Inland Revenue and we take off a couple months.
So you guys how often do you guys check the roads for derelict vehicles, or is it just as you observe?
As we observe.
As you observe.
You're out on patrol and you see yes.
Okay then. Have you found that persons are compliant when you approach them in terms of getting the issue resolved, having the vehicle removed and put back on the road in a
timely manner?
Yes.
Some.
But some of them are not as compliant. Is it you think is a financial issue? Because sometimes you might have a part that is perhaps expensive and maybe you don't have the resources to purchase that part, and so it takes a little longer. You think sometimes it maybe be a financial issue why some persons are keeping these vehicles longer on the road than they ought to be?
From what I'm seeing is that persons, they love to challenge the system, and thus they recognize that their vehicle's not licensed and, I'm not going to move it. So sometimes we have to step in and do what we have. If your vehicle is unlicensed for a particular period, even though you notify the traffic department, you must get it off the road and put it in a safe place. Once it's on the road and it's not licensed, you can get a ticket. As we said, it probably could stay there for year, from 1 year to the next, and it will now become a derelict vehicle, and we have no choice but to remove it.
Yes. And of course, it's important that you mentioned the licensing. So it's also vehicles who aren't licensed as well.
Yes.
Because persons might think about derelict just being the condition of the vehicle or just in repair, but also vehicles that aren't licensed. So
for a period of time.
Yes. So if you have a vehicle that's not licensed, you're probably saying, "By getting away with this, being got to pay nothing to traffic," but then you are being watched.
Yes.
And the police is observing that this vehicle has been down for some time. And I'm sure that there might be some persons who take the chance of moving back and forth with a vehicle that's unlicensed.
As always.
Yes.
We have a call coming. You guys want to take the call?
Yes.
2 calls, actually. So,
yes, so
we're going to try and keep it brief so we can cycle to the other calls.
Yes.
Traffic Talk, you're on the air. Wait, hold on. Traffic Talk, you're on the air. Go right ahead.
Yes, good morning, Sophie.
Good morning, Jam.
Morning, Jam.
And the music ambassador. Sophie, you deal with traffic, right?
Yes.
But you're going to deal with sidewall for people where people walk to. See? I want you to walk up Victoria Road just from the Anglican Church going towards the boys' school. From since October, some board blocking off some high jump and the walkway there in front of the boys' school. It's some big nails. I had to take a big stone last night and knock off the nail head them. What public works is doing to us? You go around all over the ghettos, them you seen these high jumps, the concrete get porous. What you mean? They got teams like before going around looking after the place. What's wrong in this boy in the band? Where you go in music and then studying hero? We don't want, when I'm in this position, we don't want I to study a second job, you know. We want I to deal with the government job because every month down there give I money. Come on, man. Sophie, please, get on to them people over there. We don't want to just look out for traffic. Look out for the old people, them. Look out for the old people, them. 4 nails. Big nail. You walk, you pass the road there, and you go over by Mr. Eddie, old Eddie, the old cricketer. A big piece. I had to put the stones, them like, the nail them like that. They gone through the board because through the farm ploy there so long, the wind and the sun and the rain take it over. Come on, look for people, man. A big hole. Have a good day.
Thank you, caller, for that.
Well,
Thank you.
Tell us how you really feel. You know?
Yes.
Okay.
Leave it to him. He's very observant.
Yes, your concern and your observation, yeah, noted.
Yes. So we have other callers, Jamster? Okay then. So we want persons to understand that when you think about derelict vehicle, it's not just about abandoned vehicles. That's one aspect of it. But officer, could you give, again, I know you laid it out before, but for persons to understand that it's not just abandoned vehicle, but it entails other categories. Could you list those again for persons who might not be aware of those categories? The definition of the derelict vehicle.
The definition for derelict vehicle is any vehicle that is partially dismantled or wrecked or deemed abandoned and does not display a current license plate, and such vehicle is left in such condition to the extent that it's not roadworthy or inoperable for more than 7 days is deemed a derelict vehicle.
So guys, you see that definition encompasses a lot of categories or different situations where you could fall in. So some people might think derelict, and the reason why I asked for it to be repeated, some people might think derelict and think that it just means old vehicles.
No.
But it encompasses even more than that. So we have to be very careful about ensuring that we are aware of the laws, the regulations, so we don't fall victim to our ignorance of the law. So we are here, and of course we're encouraging persons to call in, talk about the vehicles that you have seen, suggestions that could be made to make the process easier. So officers, you find that we're talking about unlicensed vehicles. You find that often during your patrol that there are many. I know you say that you've observed so many vehicles, but where are these abandoned vehicles usually found? Is it in situations that it's on the road, or is it situations that is on private property, or is it situations that they are just completely in abandoned areas, just left there?
Well, for me, I have seen a lot on the road, and it's in villages, like projects and those areas.
Okay then. So the projects.
Yes.
And
you know the projects are very small.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And those small roads, like for example,
Yeah.
if you traverse through St. Johnson Village, you have persons who
Oh, yeah.
deliberately
You'll see those, yes.
and at Buckley. So
Yes.
we from after the show, we will be out on the road dealing with derelict vehicles.
Yes, so of course, those persons listening to the show will get a heads up that the police will be making their checks today about the derelict vehicles. So you want to make sure that you don't fall into that category. And if you do presently fall into that category, you may report it to traffic and give them the reason, and then you're given a grace period to correct the default. So please, the police officers, they're here asking for cooperation, and they're here educating persons as to what their responsibility is.
Some persons were informed already, so they won't be informed again.
I see.
No.
So you see, if you were informed
vehicles are
before.
going. Yes.
Yes. So when they come and they're talking about various topics here and traffic talk, it's an issue that they are facing, and it is something that is present, and they want solutions to it. So of course it means that they will be looking at these vehicles closely within today and days from this show.
And person not just parking a derelict vehicle by their home. They're going somewhere else and park it.
Wow.
Yes, because when you pull up a number and you see the
Yes.
person doesn't live here.
So you are saying that they actually take the vehicle from where they reside, drive it to another location, and just leave it there.
Or sometimes park it below. They're living here and they park it below by their neighbors. house.
Yes.
So.
But also I think and this is not an excuse for them, but you realize that a lot of the blame has to go to our urban planners for not making the roads wide enough and providing space for parking when these new subdivisions are being cut up and stuff. Because like when you go down in that area where the garbage truck drivers always complain about people over in the behind
Sebastian Street
and Valiant and sometimes when I walk down that area and I'm like, man, what do people do for parking down here? I mean, it's ridiculous. Like at night, if you go across here at night, I mean, there is what if there's a fire?
Yes.
There is hardly any room for the appliance to pass.
So you're talking more than just derelict vehicles. You're
Yeah,
talking
but
about
I'm saying yeah. So like I'm saying when these subdivisions are being designed, the urban planners need to pay more attention to providing room for parking so that persons have at least enough space rather than having to park on the street.
Yes.
Which is something I think we need to move away from, because I mean, you have the cops all up in arms about people leaving derelict vehicles on the side of the street and so on. I know there's a law that says you can't be repairing a car on the side of the street as well.
Unless the vehicle is broken down and you're trying to fix it to get it back from where it parked. But not to be doing mechanic work in the road.
Exactly.
You bring a vehicle and Jam says doing mechanic here and it's out in the government street. That is a no-no.
Yes.
Yeah.
So those persons who practice that is a warning and a piece of information for you to digest.
Okay, it's 8:53. Let's get a quick word from our sponsors and we come back and wrap up. We should be having du jour at 9 o'clock. Let's hope he shows up.
Be careful on the road.
You found the sound 98.9
When it comes to the important things in life, your health, your education, your choice of a life partner, and of course your insurance provider, only the best will do. Caribbean Alliance Insurance is the only insurance company in the Eastern Caribbean with an A excellent rating. We have a robust 3-tier reinsurance strategy that protects our policyholders from multiple catastrophes, even if they occur in quick succession. We spread our risks over 18 territories, ensuring minimal impact to individual territories when a disaster strikes. We provide an excellent claims experience. Claim settlement is usually between 24 to 48 hours. Our A excellent rating means that you are more secure with us. Contact us for motor, property, marine, public liability, employer's liability, and other policies. Delisle Walwyn, people you can trust. Local agent for Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Tomorrow secured.
And we're back for the conclusion of Traffic Talk. Ladies.
Yes.
So we are here again. For those persons who are just joining us, we're here with Sergeant Henry and Inspector Phipps, and we are talking about derelict vehicles here this morning. And so we are going to allow them to give their final words and final thoughts on the topic here this morning on the program.
The Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, as I always say, it speaks about removal of broken down vehicle, and part 2, it states where any broken down vehicle is left on any road and it appears to the licensing authority that such vehicle has been abandoned by its owner. The licensing authority may, by notice, in writing, request such owner, if he or she can be found, to remove such vehicle within 48 hours. So it's not just Sergeant Henry saying it because she want to talk.
Yes.
This is what the Vehicle and Road Traffic Act states. Or the receipt by such owner of such notice and be deposit such broken down vehicle in some place to be removed by the licensing authority. So you put it there and then the licensing authority will come and take it up and you pay for it.
Yes.
And if such owner cannot be found, then you have 7 days in which to ascertain the owner. You go back and you can't find them, then you take it up. You give that person 7 days.
Yes.
Because you don't know the owner. But as long as you know the owner, 48 hours in which to remove that vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And to all who have derelict vehicles around the neighborhood, remember health is very important. And when you have these derelict vehicles, they attract rodents. And once you get bitten by any rats, anything you know, it can take you to your demise. I'm appealing to all who have derelict vehicle. Kindly govern yourself accordingly.
Yes.
And I gotta say mosquitoes too. Take for example, let's say you had a sunken roof. You know, maybe the
And
car is
rain.
there long enough.
Yeah.
The kids in the neighborhood maybe they jumped on the roof and there's a concave, water settles in there, mosquitoes.
Yes.
You know,
Exactly.
that's possible too. You know.
So, and your health is your wealth.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know if any derelict vehicle in your area, you can call the traffic department. You call 465-2241 and ask them to put you on to traffic department. You don't have to give a name. Just give
Yes.
us the area where they are.
Yes.
I will be grateful.
Awesome.
It might be a good idea to let people, because I know that it's a cost to the police.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you guys have to call the tow truck, is there a fine or a cost that the
Yes.
owner would have to pay if you guys have to move the vehicle, or is there a fine and or a cost?
It all depends on the area.
Okay.
From within Bastia area to the landfill is $200.
Okay.
But also remember that we are only dealing with vehicles on the government road.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you want us to move that from your property, you have to face the bill yourself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are our final words here this morning on Traffic Talk. We want to wish these officers a beautiful day. I want to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for starting our morning off with, the law and what is important as it relates to derelict vehicles and ensuring that these aren't on the road as much as we are seeing now. Again, thank you.
And I
And
hope you
thanks
guys.
for having us.
I
No
hope
problem.
Hope you guys have a great Valentine.
Thank you. Always the
I know that you notice I use my sexy voice, right?
Always the gift.
For the second half of the program, Sharon and Jamster will be here, and we invite you to to call in because there are going to be some giveaways. I won't be here for the second half, but there are going to be giveaways and a lot of prizes to be won. So persons, please call in. We have a lot of loyal callers who call in day after day. This is your opportunity to win something and relax and enjoy Valentine's Day. So don't let the opportunity miss you or pass you by.
It's 1 minute until 9 o'clock. That was Traffic Talk. Traffic Talk returns next week. Brought to you by Caribbean Alliance Insurance.
Don't be the next victim.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Buildings damaged by an earthquake are dangerous. This is not the time for sightseeing. You could be in personal danger and your presence could hamper emergency responses. Also, stay away from areas prone to landslides, low-lying coastal areas, lakes and streams that lead to the ocean. Do not head for the coast until local authorities tell you that the danger of a tsunami has passed. Curiosity can kill.
This message is sponsored by the Australian Government, AusAid, and produced by NEMA in collaboration with Win FM.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
King Ocean, king of the Caribbean seas, announces king-size savings on shipments from Miami to St. Kitts. We have the best service and competitive rates on LCL and FCL cargo, including D&E containers, cars, heavy equipment, buses, boats, and barrels from Miami to St. Kitts. LCL pickup service anywhere in the U.S. Call local agents SL Horseman and Company Limited at 869-465-4086 or 869-662-5008 for further details. King Ocean's king-size savings on shipments from Miami to St. Kitts Nevis. King Ocean, king of the Caribbean seas.
Addicts again. Huh. See me there. Boy. Huh. Ouch. I'm feeling sexy. I'm feeling the sun. I don't want nobody come and stress me. I'm feeling highly like a volcano shell. One thing I know for sure is I enjoying my life. Feeling to party tonight cause I'm feeling real nice. Bottle of Jack Daniel mixed with barefoot beverage and ice. All my friends them calling me asking what is the plan. Told them I don't know about you but tonight I had a mission. So I went home and I put on a button-up shirt. Coming out with a clean record, nobody could do me dirt. So I pull out the bottom drawer and I put on a sexy pants. Cause tonight when I step in the venue, them watching from a distance. I'm feeling sexy, I'm feeling myself. I don't want nobody come and stress me. I'm feeling highly like a volcano shell. One thing I know for sure is I enjoying my life. One life to live, we want it all. But if you ever stumble, try not to fall. And if you ever try to do something, try do it at your best. And when they try to confront you, put negativity to rest. I'm looking fly, I'm looking cute. You know the boy that gets some my youth. One thing I promise myself is my good behavior and mute. I'm smelling sweet, my hair will go. And I'm dancing tune after tune. If you know you're not buying drinks by the bar, just please get the ice some room. Cause I'm feeling sexy, I'm feeling myself. I don't want nobody come and stress me. I'm feeling highly like a volcano shell. One thing I know for sure is I enjoying my life. I'm feeling sexy, I'm feeling myself. I don't want nobody come and stress me. I'm feeling highly like a volcano shell. One thing I know for sure is I enjoying my life. It's addicts again. Huh. See me there.
It's 9:04 Island Tea, and Rizzo's have de jour in the building. Let's hope he shows up. As we know, the ladies love de jour, right? I have Shari joining me. It's 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. So you took in the big game last night, right? Took in the performance. Oh, I know you're gonna give me your scores, your Riri scores from the Super Bowl. Well.
Oh. Good morning, everyone. I didn't realize that the mic was already on.
Yeah.
You saw me on my phone doing something, so I didn't realize you were saying something to me. Good morning, everyone.
Yes.
You're still listening to Win FM 98.9, and it's Island Tea. Yeah. So, yes, actually, okay, let me be completely honest. I had to figure out what channel was actually airing the Super Bowl. And once I did, I put it on, but I cannot say I was paying attention until
Rihanna came on.
It got a little exciting because the teams, it was the Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, and they're very evenly matched.
Right. So it was, what kind of caught my attention was the fact that scoring was happening
pretty often,
very quickly.
Right? Yes.
And that the Kansas City Chiefs were ahead by the time they went into the halftime. And of course, Rihanna came on. So yeah, that's what I really was paying attention to. I did watch the rest of it just to see because they were firing in terms of scoring.
But it was a good game, though.
It was.
Actually, I'm actually surprised that I'm actually surprised how people are getting into American football here. So,
we do have, Americans living here.
Yeah, I guess that has
I was going to say something else, but I'll leave that one alone. Yeah. And some people actually do make a thing of it. They might not actually know what's going on in terms of scoring and, the different calls and stuff like that. But they actually pay attention.
People, Google is your friend. Wikipedia is your friend.
No, don't get me wrong. If you're not into the game, then you're just not into the game.
The thing is, I always say there's always all this technology in our hands because everybody has a phone.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're confused by the game, just look it up on Wikipedia.
That's if you actually want to. If you actually want to.
Or
that's
ask Chat GPT to tell you about. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
My new friend.
It will help you out.
Ask Robro.
Yeah, they will help you out. But with regard to Rihanna, of course, the thing now is, everybody is a little cautious to, especially when it comes to females and female bodies, you're a little cautious to say something if you realize something. So, for example, in the Caribbean, somebody hasn't seen you for a couple of weeks. You can say, "Oh, hi, long time no see. What, you get fat, eh?" And listen, that is not the response I was looking for. Tell me hi back. Don't tell me I've gained weight.
At least it's honest.
Listen.
At least
you need to understand that people might be going through things that might have led to that weight gain, and they might not be comfortable in that weight gain. So you don't start off your conversation with, "Girl, you gain weight." Anyways, so Rihanna was looking a little round in the belly area. So then it was like, she pregnant? She looked pregnant, right? But she just had a baby. But her belly should be a little lower, but she looked pregnant. And lo and behold, she is pregnant with her second child. So
how old is she? She's 29, right?
I am not sure her age.
I think she's 29. So
I'm not sure.
I guess maybe she's thinking, let me get this out of the way now.
In terms of having children.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be it. But who wants toddlers?
But then it's
who wants two very young children back to back?
But then it's Rihanna, right? I mean,
she can afford it. She can afford it.
I mean, it's Rihanna.
That's all we'll say. It's Rihanna. I think.
So,
take from that whatever you will. It's Rihanna.
Yes. So I mean, that's not going to be a problem.
No. Yeah. But having two little kids at once. Woo.
Yeah. So it means that we're going to have another Rihanna drought. Lord, I hope not.
Well, the thing is,
because she has an album in the bag. I don't know why she has.
I don't think, and this could just be me from my own observation. I'm not sure she's as passionate about music as she used to be. I'll say that much. I was kind of expecting maybe somebody else to be performing with her, but no,
Yeah,
she
she
did everything
didn't,
herself.
yeah, mhm.
The stage was ridiculous because when it, I saw the setup. So while, watching TV, I was on Twitter and see them setting up the stage. You're like, okay, the stage
Yeah.
looks good. And then I didn't realize that it could go in the air. And I'm like, what? And if she's
Yeah, it
pregnant
was
and
crazy,
in the air,
yes.
I'm like,
Well, you
I
noticed-
would have anxiety up the wazoo.
But you
Sorry.
noticed she had a tether on, right?
She did have a
Yeah,
tether on,
yeah.
but I'm sorry, anything that high, nope. There's nothing to hold on to, nope. So there's that as well. But she did her performance last night. A few people said it was a little lackluster, but she's pregnant. Hello, and she did
also-
like
and
what,
also she's
12 or
she's-
13 songs?
And also, she's a little rusty. So
A little rusty,
after
but I
7
still
years.
think she did a really good
Yeah, I
job.
think
And
so
then on
too.
top of that, she's pregnant, so moving around is not as easy
Yes.
as it used to be. So I still think she did a really good job,
I think so
considering.
too, yeah. I was kind of hoping. You remember that thing I was saying about bringing on Patrice Roberts, because she kind of teased that she was gonna have people.
Mhm,
So I
she
was like
did.
hoping against hope, but maybe she just did that and just just to get people. Not that Rihanna has to do that, but
Yeah.
it was still cool to see someone just go up there and make it all about their songs. So that was cool.
And the mix that they did, with it was
Yes,
pretty good. It was pretty
yes.
good.
And I think the song choice was pretty good. I actually I was wondering if I thought she was gonna do Weekend at one point.
Oh.
Like yesterday in the morning, I was like, it would be nice if she did Weekend, because I always like that song.
Mhm.
And it's perfect. Super Bowl is on a Sunday and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard the interview I played earlier with Bungie and Fan.
I didn't.
Yeah, so they were on Breakfast Club a few months ago. Angelique has a Caribbean themed concert in Brooklyn, and they were going to perform. So, and whenever she's on, she always tries to bring some Caribbean flavor. So she had them. So I had played this bit about them being a soca power couple and all that. So I wanted to play the other part. I was going to save it for tomorrow, but
You could probably save it for tomorrow because
Okay,
we
I'll
do
save
have
that for
guests
tomorrow.
coming
Yeah,
in.
because they haven't showed up yet. So
They haven't showed up yet,
Yes.
but we do have guests coming in. And of course, Love Week continues here on 1FM.
Absolutely.
Right? So we have more giveaways. So all I will say is please make sure you're
Giveaways,
listening.
yes. Let's
yeah.
do that. Let's do
Let's make sure that everyone is listening so they can get a pretty big prize that's happening today. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. So when our guests come,
wow.
Yeah. Just make sure your ears are peeled. You already know the number to call, hopefully. And yeah, we'll be doing a giveaway when our guests get here. I'm not even going to tell you who they are or where they're from. I'll just let you listen. So you have to be paying attention. That's all I will say about that.
Okay. And okay. So I'm not gonna say anything. Those guests that are supposed to be coming out at 9:30, right?
Yes, they're coming at 9:30.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm gonna give them a little clue.
you're gonna give them a clue.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's the guests. They have a game that actually has the word love in it.
They do.
That was pretty good, right?
And I'm sure the people are like, you know what? Is that supposed to be a clue? Because nah.
I know.
That's the best clue he can give people.
I know.
That's the best clue he can give.
It's Love Week, people. Cut off some slack here, right?
A little. Just a little.
So, anything else? Anything else caught your attention?
Let's see. So, what else caught my attention this weekend?
I just saw this.
What?
This is new.
Well, say what it is. Say it out loud.
Petition named Caribbean's top female CCSLC student of 2022. Jashamnia Edwards of the Virgins High School in St. Kitts Nevis was named the Caribbean's top female CCSLC student of 2022. Edwards, who is a one-year student at Bryan College, received her award earlier this week, that was last week, at a virtual CXC Regional Top Award ceremony hosted by the Turks and Caicos Islands. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, in his congratulations to Edwards, said standing out in the crowd of elite students is a remarkable accomplishment worth celebrating. So, okay. So, congratulations to Joshamnia Edwards for that milestone, because the everyone dumps on the, well, some people anyway, dump on the education system, and the kids are not learning anything, and all they do is look at their
They do, see what happens is we tend to focus on the negative stuff, and that gets blown up
out of proportion,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the good young people who are out there striving hard to make their mom and dad proud, to better educate themselves, to be good citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, they don't get nearly as much attention as those who, running out there doing wrong. So I think we need to change that. I think we need to big up those who excel in whatever field it is. It might not always be academics, but, give them their props same way. And I'm not saying don't talk about the negative side and what might be causing that problem and how we could possibly fix it, but I think it has to be more of an even keel. That's all I'll say. Jamsel, let's take a break. We're going to be chatting with a marriage counselor, and Mr. Brian Pert is his name, and we'll be chatting with him and talking about good relationships, because some of us are caught out there in some situationships that you're like, I don't know. Situationships.
Sharon, I didn't know you knew that word.
Yes, I did. Yes, I
Okay.
did. But take that break and we'll come right back.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Portsmouth's Value Mart IGA is helping you spend less and save more. How, you ask? Essential Everyday and Equiline. Spend less on our Essential Everyday products and get the best quality, the best taste, and the best value. Spend less for all your family health and beauty needs with the Equiline brand of over-the-counter products. Portsmouth's Value Mart IGA is helping you spend less. With our Essential Everyday products and Equiline over-the-counter health and beauty care products. Shop smart and spend less at Value Mart, where price matters most.
Minutes after 9 o'clock, Island Tea. And we have got a marriage and relationship counselor, marriage, couple, and family counselor, Brian Pert. And he's going to be, it's Love Week. Got to keep that love going.
It's a question. So just put this on.
And he's going to counsel us for the next little while or so. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good morning. And we are speaking this morning with Mr. Brian Pert, and he is a marriage, couples, and family counselor. Good morning to you, and welcome to the studio of WINNFM.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know you're a little nervous, but don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. First time for everything. Who knows? Maybe you might have a platform later on for those wanting to learn more.
Okay.
And you might feel the need to, let me branch out just a little bit.
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to be talking about, well, before we get into that, tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been doing marriage counseling and counseling in general.
Well, okay. I'm multifaceted. I actually got into counseling because of my involvement in pastoral work. Where being a pastor, there are persons who are always coming seeking advice, and I'm saying, in order to give proper advice, sound advice, let me get myself more qualified. So I ended up doing the marriage, couple, and family counseling course. I completed it about 3 years ago, and I've been, since then, doing it on the side, because I'm a pharmacist as well.
Oh, okay.
So pharmacy was my main job, at counseling as the side. But since January, I've decided to switch course where counseling is now my main and pharmacy on the side. So I've been involved going probably over 5-6 years in counseling, but
okay.
He said,
okay. Come a little bit more. Keep talking. You can continue talking.
right.
Yeah.
So I am here today to share along the line of healthy relationships, anything to do with marriage, counseling. I am presently working with Dr. Cheryl Crawford at Revamp Psychological Solutions. That's on Victoria. Is it Street? Victoria Street? Or
Victoria Road.
Victoria Road.
Mm-hmm.
I always get a little mix up whether it's a street or road. Yes, Victoria Road. So that's where I'm based right now in the area of my counseling.
Okay. How do you approach a couple? I'm assuming that there is a way. Normally, sometimes people come just before they get married to get counseling, or they might be going through some difficult times and they decide, okay, maybe we should go and see someone for some help.
Yes.
And of course, each approach is a little bit different because you would be prepping them before marriage, and then if they're having issues, then you deal with that then. How does it differ in terms of the counseling that you would give them?
Okay. Well, we have what we call the premarital counseling, where persons who are desirous of getting married, but there's always a big difference between knowing each other and living with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So the premarital counseling helps to set the stage of eventualities and get to know each member of the couple, get to know each other a little more, because in courting you tend to want to put on your best behavior. Yeah, but in the counseling, then issues come up that you would probably don't want to talk about ordinarily. But the more you come clean with your partner, we see it as the better it is for your relationship. So we do the premarital counseling, and then there is the it can be arranged. You could have counseling while you don't have to have a problem to come to counseling. You could just say something, hey, can we talk about this? For instance, you might be planning on buying a new home, and you say, what should we think about? And you might have different views. You say, hey, let's talk with someone who can guide us, someone who is just there to facilitate us in working through the thing. And then there's a time when there might be issues that you might not be able to handle personally. You say, let's get some professional help. So that's where I would come in again.
Okay, so how important would you say is premarital counseling? Because you did mention before that, sometimes we are putting out our best selves in the beginning, for sure, because you want that person to actually like you and be in a relationship with you. So how important is premarital? Because sometimes we think marriage is like the end goal, and once we're there, everything is fine, not realizing that the actual day is just the start of a much longer journey, a much harder journey than even being in a relationship as boyfriend girlfriend.
Premarital kind of set the stage, because what happened is that, as I said, when I'm trying to court my wife, I want to put on my very best behavior. I don't want her to see the negative side of me, because that might be a turn off. But in the premarital counseling, as counselor, we look for avenues to bring out these what we would call negatives, because if each person is aware of a negative trait within the other person, it can be dealt with better than when it just pops out at you.
Sure.
Also, we use the premarital to couples to get real, because in the courting sometimes it's not all real, but you get to realize that, hey, this is a lifelong thing, and you're gonna be focused in on some issues. Like, for instance, I might the male might be one of those guys who feel like, well, he shouldn't be the one in the kitchen. But if the woman is interested in marrying, probably loves to have her husband in the kitchen with her. So that might come up, and then they would try to work things through and say, okay, so each person knows I did need to do some adjustments. So the premarital counseling helps to bring into focus any adjustment that either person would probably need to think about or even enact to have the marriage going in a meaningful way.
Let me ask a tricky question. Might not be a tricky question, but as a pastor, right?
Yes.
How do you reconcile, what the Bible says about, say, you really should be getting married, or versus you might have a couple and they're not married. How do you deal with that? I mean, the thing is, we all know society is very accepting of that, but we all know that God's teachings are very different about that.
Yeah.
So how do you, as a pastor, and you have a couple that comes and maybe they don't plan on getting married, how do you deal with something like that? Or do you even encourage them to get married, even if they didn't intimate that they're not necessarily getting married?
Yeah.
How do you do
All right. To begin with, there's a verse of scripture in Genesis chapter 2, verse 18, which says it's not good for man to be alone. So right away, that's at the stage that, hey, God designed that people should be together. Different culture see this togetherness in different ways, because I couldn't tell an African couple that because they don't put on a ring and have a ceremony that they're not married. The culture in which these people grew up can kind of set the stage. But we're in the Western culture, so it's one where we expect persons to have some sort of ceremony, whether it's a little private one or a big bash. And there are many persons who feel that if they're not married, there's some amount of insecurity. If they don't have the legal commitment, there might be some insecurity, because the person can just get up any time and just say, listen, I'm off, and no strings attached. But when there is a legal entity, legal coming together, one person can walk away, but there is usually some protection for the other. So marriage in itself offers protection for either party. It also offers some stability, where one now recognizes that, hey, I am no more free and able to just go and do anything. I have made a commitment to someone, so I should be doing what would enhance this commitment. So marriage offers that, and marriage also offers a stable environment. There are some couples who will have children and it's not stable in that because of the non-commitment. This weekend is with somebody else, and so the marriage kind of creates a commitment in the setting. So persons who would come to me, I would first of all try to find out from them what is their goal, what they really want. Because some persons just want togetherness, they don't want the commitment. And if they don't want the commitment, it doesn't make any sense. I, as pastor, try to push them to it.
Right.
I can show them the pros and the cons of how they're living. But ultimately, it's their choice as to what kind of relationship am I going to form with this person I'm with at this time.
Good answer. Yeah, I like your professional approach.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pert, for coming in. Yes. Give a phone number, contact number for yourself, for those persons who are listening and figure, you know what, maybe I should really seek some counseling. What number can they reach you at?
Okay, well, I presently operate out of Revamp, right? And Revamp Psychological Solutions, as I said previously, Victoria Road. And the straight line number is 466-0899. You can get connection there, and the secretary is there. She's always ready to take your name and make whatever arrangements necessary, get you whatever time schedule that is. Okay. We can work out, and we can do it that way.
So that's Brian Pert.
Yes, Brian, Bryanpert, Pert.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Pert, for coming in. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay then. Bye-bye.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Tea time, calling night, noon and morning. Tasty biscuit, just can't resist it. Tea time, calling night, noon and morning. Tasty biscuit, just can't resist it.
You can dunk it, you lick it, you taste it, you spin it, you twist it, you can mix them all together. It don't get any better. You can dunk it, you lick it, you taste it, you spin it, you twist it, you can mix them all together. It don't get any better. Anytime, whatever time. It's tea time. Whatever time. It's tea time. Snack on a delicious tea time biscuit anytime. It's tea time.
Buster! We run things, things are on we. Buster! Buster! Living color, do it differently. Buster! Buster! Large and in charge, like for the party. Buster! Buster! We set the pace, then everybody follow it.
7 flavors, best taste. Buster, bolder, better, better. Pick your color.
We set the pace, then everybody follow it.
Buster, live in full color.
Buster!
Well, long time I haven't seen De Jour. My man, what's up?
Cool, man. I bless.
Okay, and we know the ladies love De Jour. I gotta call you LLD or something, LLDJ or something.
LL Cool D.
LL Cool D. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hey, okay. So 9:33. It's Valentine's Eve. We got Digital finally in studio. We got some cool giveaways and all that coming up with Digital. Sherry, go ahead.
How about you take the lead on this one?
No.
What do you mean no?
You're a lady, and
we were supposed to be working together.
Yeah, but
what do you mean
you're a lady and stuff.
Anyways, see.
Just put you on the spot.
I'll compliment.
I'll
compliment.
Anyways, hi, Dijon. So you are here this morning to tell us about something that's coming up, yeah?
Whatever you want me to tell you,
Oh,
I'll tell you.
see, now don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Yeah, but tell us what's going on with you.
To the right, my right. Come on, man. Yeah, so we got a few things coming up, you know. I mean, overseas performances are working on an album as well. So.
Oh, you're working on a new album.
Yeah. A few stuff we're working on, man.
All right.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the process for actually putting that together.
Honestly, it's I would say it's basically just choosing the best tracks from a compilation that we have at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Choose the best ones that we think is fitting and, you know, put it together and put it to the people.
And I know that you, let's see, the show with Zoo. You're also featured on that as well.
Yeah. That was last night.
That was last night.
And that
so
show was
I was
amazing.
just about to say, so how was it?
That show was amazing, man. Trust me,
good.
I had a lot of
Okay.
fun. You know, it's rare that we actually get that time, you know, to perform the music where we could actually take our times and explain to the crowd and, you know, vibes with them, you know what I mean?
It was
Rather
like
than-
a storyteller's vibe
Yeah,
type thing.
So,
I like that, yeah.
So I had the opportunity to sit down and stand up, do whatever I want, communicate with the
Nice.
band. It was really nice. You should have been there. It was a vibes.
Honestly, I completely forgot, and I had other plans as well. But yeah,
Oh, you had
I
a
feel
little
I feel
Valentine's
that. No, I wish. No, that was not it.
You know what I think though? I feel like because of COVID, I mean, remember you saw like Kes and Teddy and John had these kind of unplugged type performances where guys get to stretch and, like you said, you get to talk. You know, maybe
step outside
introduce
their
a song,
comfort zone.
have a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
chat.
yeah.
So it's good to see that is actually working here too, and
Yeah,
I'm
man.
great. I'm glad that show came off good because the concept right off the top when he talked about it, I knew it was a good concept.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, and okay, so you know it's like one day away from Valentine's. It's Love Week here on Win FM. What does romance? What defines romance for you?
For me?
Yeah.
Ah, boy.
No, you're putting him on the spot.
Let's see. I'm a simple guy, you know. Romance. Let's see. Me being the simple guy that I am, you know, I just like reassurance, you know. Yeah, that's my love language.
So-
reassurance and
Okay.
support and what's not. Just be there for me when I'm tired. You know, I had a few shows and had a long week and a long week or what's not. Just be there for me to support me mentally, physically. You know what I mean? And I would appreciate that.
So
and some people underestimate that little thing. You figure, you know,
Yes.
the bigger the
Simple pleasures.
the bigger the show of affection, you think that's what that person is looking for.
Yes.
It's like, no, it's the little things too.
Yeah.
Simple pleasures. Yeah.
I'm not really like a loud person, so you don't have to do much for me. You know what I mean? My love don't cost a thing.
Less is more. Less is more, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I like that. Okay, so I know there's a whole trust me, I hear all sorts of Casanova type stuff about you. So
wow,
about you and the
Like-
lady.
like what?
Is it
Like
really
what?
true?
Really?
Is it true?
I don't know,
but it's true.
What
I can't tell you it's true, and I don't even know what you're talking
we
about.
don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, you say, like I said, like when I started, the ladies love the show. So
I would hope so.
I'm sure you had a lot of screaming last night. You had a lot of screaming last night, right, with the ladies?
A bit. I had a little bit, you know.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Tell Morris, I had a little bit.
Our very own Luther Vandross. You know.
Lord.
I'm telling you. Okay, so it's 9:38. So I think we're gonna be getting on with some of the giveaways. because
Yes.
I think
So, de jour. So, I think I might ask you to sing. I know you performed last night, and you might be a little cold. You know, not as warm as you need to be.
Yeah, I got you.
But
he good.
He good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sing a line from a song for me. Of course, it has to be a love song, and then we're gonna ask the callers to say what song you're singing. So just give me a line or two.
It has to be one of my songs.
Does it have to be one of
We're
your
gonna
songs?
come to that. We're gonna come to that. You're gonna sing. I'm gonna have you sing a line from, like, you know, some classic. No, it doesn't. It could be some new track that you're really feeling.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
track on a love
yeah.
tip, you know. And you could, but one of your tracks right now. And,
Okay.
And we'll have them name it, and they can win something.
Yeah.
Okay, this one will be real easy. Let's see. Girl, I get shy, and I know dogs ain't supposed to cry, but you make me feel this kinda high, like this herb burn my eyes, yeah. So just pull over. Right now me a cruise over, me lover. Shelter from the rain, yeah, me cover. That love your song, it move and it bowl, yeah. All when I'm stressed out, you know my maze light up my sense. You are the best, girl.
And if you live, you find your way back home to me. You are gonna find your way back home to me.
Sharon, calm down.
Easy.
I'm trying to compose myself here. Take it easy. Don't point me out right after he done do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Put on the spot just like that. That's not
Okay,
nice.
so the numbers. So we're gonna get the numbers, right?
Mhm.
466-0989, 762-0989, and 662-0989. We got our first caller. Here we go. Hey, caller, take it away.
You're the best girl.
That's not the name of the song, Sugar.
Oh.
Sugar, wow.
Sugar.
Man.
Sugar.
Let me down easy.
Really
I like
easy.
that.
Thank you for calling, though.
Okay, give it another shot.
Yeah, somebody
Call
else
us.
give us
Another
a
check.
call. You can get a Marshall's, because we didn't actually say what they're going to get. They're going to get a Marshall's
Whoa.
gift voucher. Dinner for two.
Excuse me.
Two.
Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, caller. Go right ahead. Give it a shot.
Who was that?
Say that again, sorry?
Who was that?
Excuse me?
School job? What did you say?
We're not hearing you.
Call
Can
her.
you speak up? Oh, okay.
Okay.
I guess she was unsure. She figured she was going to try a thing and it didn't work out. So
That's
she's like,
okay,
let me
love.
leave. Let me leave.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, so dinner for two at Marshall's. So if you didn't have anything planned, you're like, man, I wish I could. This is your opportunity to actually call in and say,
Right.
haha, look what I did.
Right.
Dinner for two for us.
Dinner
Yes,
for two
sugar.
at Marshall's.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's nice.
The numbers are called 466-0989 or 662-0989.
And 762-0989. Give it a shot. Don't you guys want to win dinner for two at Marshall's? Come on, man.
I would like to. Can I answer my own question?
Well,
That would be nice.
Hey, that would be like
it would be, but
That
you
would be
know,
the height
it
of
wasn't
it.
really for you. It wasn't really for you. Wow. So
no callers at the moment.
They're like
At the
confused.
moment.
You want to
Come
give
on,
them
callers.
a little bit of a hint, just a little bit of a hint.
Let's see.
Oh, you could sing another part
Oh,
of the
that-
song. They might.
He gave them a whole lot.
I'll just give
Well,
a hint.
yeah,
I
you're
give a
right,
whole
you're
verse.
right.
He gave a
Actually,
whole verse.
a
When we
whole
asked him for a
verse.
couple lines, he gave the whole verse.
So the song title includes entails a color. Let's just leave it as that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So a color is listed in the name of the song. So
Simple.
that
Really simple.
that should
Come on.
come on now. 4660989 or 6620989. Tell Dejour what song he was singing. Win yourself a gift voucher, dinner for two at Marshall's.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have no one at the moment. So
Got to be. This is a hard one.
But
Okay.
I mean, come on now.
and you know the song title is so appropriate to the time, to the
Which
season.
is probably
you know?
why he
Right.
did it.
Right.
Exactly.
The
Yeah,
thinking,
exactly.
the thinking.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Here we have a call
right.
coming in now. Island T, go right ahead for the show.
Good morning. All right?
I didn't hear what you
I
said,
didn't,
Sugar.
could you repeat?
Hello?
Hi,
Hello,
could
go
you
right ahead.
repeat?
Are you right?
I raise?
No,
No.
Right.
No.
No, Sugar.
no caller.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's go to another call. Caller, go right ahead. Okay, that one. Eh, man. Okay. Keep the calls coming. Okay, here we go. Another call. Hey, caller, go right ahead.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
You're on the air.
Good morning, Red Wine.
All right,
Yes,
Sugar.
yes.
Easy.
All right. Would you like to give your name on the air or off the air?
Can I give it off the air, please?
Yes, you can, and congratulations, you just won yourself.
Can I say hello to the Jordo?
Hello,
Go
Sugar.
ahead.
Hello,
He can
Sugar.
hear you.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Love, baby.
Wow.
She's
All
off.
right. Thank you.
All right, and congratulations. Dinner for two at Marshall's.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Tell us to
She's
stay on the line. Okay, stay on the line, caller. I'm going to come and get your information. And then we're going to continue the show with this Michael Jackson type dude.
Actually,
man.
we have to actually wrap up a little bit because we have another guest coming in studio. So, Dejour, thank you so much for popping
No
in.
problem
We
at
know it's
all,
kind of
man.
early. Like you said, you just had your little, the performance last night. It wasn't a little performance. I didn't mean to say it like that.
It's
So
okay,
you
it's
had
okay.
performance last night, you know, and I was like, maybe you're a little cold, but you're still warm.
We good, man.
That-
We always
can I-
ready. Always ready for the road.
Always
you know?
ready for the road. I understand completely.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming
Yeah, my
in,
love. It's
and
been a
good
pleasure.
luck with your new venture. And hopefully, you'll be back to share with us
Much love,
when
much
that's
love.
coming out and all of that.
Once you guys invite me, I'm always here.
All right.
Right? All right.
All right.
Appreciate
See you then.
guys. Yeah,
All
my
right.
love.
Cool.
Okay, so we had a very lucky winner winning dinner for two at Marshall's. Compliments to Joe and Marshall's. And of course, winning from Love Week continues. It's 9:46. And we have more giveaways on the way. Twelve minutes until 10 o'clock. We've got some Marriott representatives coming up next. St. Kitts Marriott. Stay tuned and find out what's happening at the Marriott. So we had a very lucky winner, Flor Lynch, winning dinner for two at Marshall's. And she sounded really excited to meet this jour. Well, it's Love Week, so that comes to the territory, right? We've got Marriott coming up next. Just sit tight.
Bunji Killer and Bunji calling. Yo, representing for the ladies, my darling.
Climb on that. Hey, girl, climb on that. Hey, girl, climb on that.
Age 9:51.
On the cooler,
Every girl go up on the cooler.
Island tea time.
Every girl hope.
And we've got the Sinkers Marriott. They're going to be talking to you very soon. It's Love Week. Find out what's happening at the Sinkers Marriott. It's coming up soon.
Every girl hope. Every girl hope. Let's go. Go up, they 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 go up.
Alright, hands them in the air, wave up the flag. The carnival time, and we better than bad till morning. We out tell the sun, say we mad. Bunji calling, Gungat, hot bunch it up on the cooler. Road man a road ruler. Girl we a circle like cooler. Dark skin girl hand cooler. Up we up, we up, we up, we up. Cooler, full of drink, full of liquor. Up we up, we up, we up, we up. And me and me cooler, girl a jump up.
Hey woman, hurry up. Things much better when woman on it up. Change my life, girl, go up on it up. Make me smile, girl, go up on it up. Volcano, girl, start bubble up. Give them the left, right, and double up. And double up, and double up, and double up, and double up. Hey! None of the dancer vibes and the girl, them ready to wild out. Girl, show them it's all side and show them you're ready to wild out. Climb something. Let me see the girl, them climb something. All of the girl, them climb something. Climb something. Climb something right now. Every girl go up on the cooler. Every girl hope. Every girl hope. Hey, girl up on the cooler. Every girl hope. Every girl hope. Every girl up on the cooler. Hey, every girl hope. Every girl hope. Hey, girl up on the cooler. Every girl hope. Every girl hope. Go up, they 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 go up. Girl, every cooler is your own stage. Mine on the top and take front page. Looking so hot till your boss gauge. One bad mind away like your bun sage. Girl, them a looking with the worst face. Anytime you go up on the cooler, it's first place. With the brand new shoes from Versace. When the champagne a pussy get the first taste. Hey woman, hurry up. Things much better when woman on the top. Change my life, girl, go up on the top. Make me smile, girl, go up on the top. Volcano, girl, start bubble up. Give them the left, right, and double up. And double up, and double up, and double up, and double up. Now on the dancer vibes and the girl, them ready to wild out. Girl, show them it's all side and show them you're ready to wild out. Climb something. Let me see the girl, them climb something. All of the girl, them climb something. Climb something. Climb something right now. Every girl go up on the cooler. Every girl hope. Every girl hope. Hey, girl up on the cooler. Every girl hope. Every girl hope. Every girl up on the cooler. Every girl hope. Every girl hope. Hey, girl up on the cooler. Every girl hope. Every girl hope. Go up, they 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 go up.
Best late entry of the century.
You can hear me, right?
Raga! Yo! I'm not going no small fete. Let me extend my apologies. Only big fete with big flag going overhead like canopy. Rag in my back pocket with a white vest, sneakers and wallabies. Knife tips and tight pants. I never.
5 minutes until 10 o'clock. And it's that time. And the Marriott staff, they sound pretty happy. Yeah.
All right, good morning. Yeah, she's ready to start the program. She is definitely ready to start the interview. We're still celebrating Love Week here on WIN FM. We say good morning to Alicia Warner and Hadia Mills from the sales and marketing team at the Marriott. Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Morning. Nice to have you in with us. So I know you have a few things to let us, and not just me, but our listeners as well, to know about. Like I said, it's Love Week for us. Valentine's is tomorrow, and the Marriott is offering some special rates for Valentine. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, so it's Love Week for us as well. So we do have a Valentine special. It's, well, we love to call it the Love Weekend specials. So, but it can be used anytime during the week. It started this weekend and it continues into next weekend. It's a $1.99 rate. That rate includes breakfast for 2 daily, a bottle of wine per night, a $25 per credit.
Breakfast.
I said breakfast already.
Okay.
Breakfast. Oh, and an Ocean View room upgrade.
Yes.
Ooh, Ocean View. Okay.
Yes, you get an Ocean View room. You get an early check-in. So check-in is typically at 4 p.m. You get to check in 3 hours early, and you also get to check out 3 hours later. So checkout is typically at 12 noon. So you get to check out at 3 p.m. And if you're into swimming or lounging by the pool, we offer complimentary cabanas. So if you've ever been to the hotel, it's not the normal beds with the shade.
Okay.
It's the nice cushioned cabanas that's covered and it's draped. So those are the items that are included in the $199. Outside of that, we do have the local rate that continues. It's been going, since the year started, and it's at $169. So you could see the value between both rates. $169, that includes nothing, versus $199, that gets you all those items that I just listed. So that's as far as the rate goes. But outside of that, yeah, we have awesome rates, nice rooms if you've been there. If you want to get a suite, we also have local rates on those suites. So check us out.
Okay, and the special lasts until when?
It ends next weekend.
Okay, next weekend. Okay. Also, you have some specialty buffet themed nights happening at Cafe Calypso.
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because it's like 4 nights of different cuisine.
Right.
Delicious cuisines.
Well, before we talk about the Caribbean buffets, maybe we could talk maybe a little bit about what's happening tomorrow night.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, on in our specialty restaurants for Valentine's. So it's right there, very close. There's still very limited availability in the restaurants. So if you want to do something very special with that person that you love or you hold so dear, you can have dinner at La Cucina, which is our Italian restaurant, or Fire, our seafood and steakout restaurant. We have Valentine specials for tomorrow night, particularly.
All right, so I hope everybody takes advantage of that.
Yes. If you don't have a partner, bring your mom.
Exactly.
And your
it
friend.
doesn't have to be a romantic
It
love.
doesn't have to be romantic.
Right.
But that's true. That's
your favorite auntie.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's
Take them out. Show them that you love them. It should not be one night.
True.
We could go on and on about that, but bring whomever and come out and enjoy. Just because the offer is good as well, you won't typically find packages like that, so why not take advantage?
Okay.
Most definitely. Yeah. So then let's jump into the Caribbean buffets, right? So on Saturday, we have the St. Kitts night. On Sunday, we have a North American night. Monday, we have a seafood night. And on the Tuesday, we have a Middle Eastern night. Now, all 4 nights offer different menu options, right? I think Alicia has the menus here.
Saturday is seafood.
Right.
Sunday is North American.
North American.
And we won't tell you what's inside of the menu. You have to come and try it.
Hey, there we go.
Right. Tuesdays is
Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern. Mondays. Did I skip Mondays? I said Saturday, Sunday. Monday would be Mediterranean.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday.
Correct.
And the kicker, the price is only $39.
$39.
$39. It's
$39 US dollars.
Yes.
I know everybody's gonna say that. Ask that.
It's like, is EC you talk about? US.
No,
Yeah.
No, what they say once you pass
ECCB. Here we go.
Everything is US, right? So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So the kicker is the price. It's $39. It's a huge spread. If you've been to the Marriott for our Sunday. It's not even Sunday. A lot of people think the Sunday buffet breakfast, correct, that they typically come over to the hotel for happens only on Sundays. It happens every single day. So if you visited us and had that experience, you could only imagine what the spread is like. So it's a lot of food. It's a really good value, and most importantly, you know, it tastes good. I think we have the best food on Ireland. So come on out and try our local buffets. So those will keep running.
Right.
Until we decide, you know what, it's not working, but that's hopefully that does not
a
happen.
long time from now.
Very long time from now.
And I'm sure a lot of people too remember when we had specials, you know, in past years, and lots and lots of locals as well as individuals who came from overseas enjoyed partaking in what people used to call the pasta night.
Italian night, yeah.
Everybody remembers the pasta night, and I'm sure a lot of people remember the Friday night special, the Kitchen night. So if you enjoyed what we had to offer back then for those specialty events, most definitely you need to come and check out what we have happening now.
All right, and hopefully our listeners are like paying close attention because we're going to be doing a giveaway. So the numbers to call for 660-989, 662 or 76209. Now, the ladies were talking about the buffets. So I would need someone to call in and tell me 2 nights only. You don't have to give me all 4, but 2 nights and what themed buffet is happening on those 2 nights. And you can get yourself
a weekend stay.
Weekend stay, yes. See, I had to pause so they could be like, what we getting? A weekend stay.
The build up.
The build up. A weekend stay. So give me a call, 4660989, 662. See, somebody already trying to call in.
In other words, the answers were just given to you in...
Basically.
Yes. So let's see how good you guys are at English comprehension.
Oh, Lord.
Caller, go right ahead.
Hello, good morning. Have you local on Sunday?
Sorry, say that again for me. Say that again for me.
You have a local on Sunday, local buffet.
No, we're speaking specifically to the Cafe Calypso buffets that they're having. You said Monday was what?
I said a local and a vegetarian.
No. But thanks for calling in. Sorry about that. Oh, Okay, so maybe I should have been a little bit more specific. So the Cafe Calypso buffets, they have 4 themed nights. I need someone to call in and give me 2 of those themed nights. The number is to call for 660-989. Oh, somebody's on. Okay. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning. You have a Mediterranean night and local kitchen night.
But you have to tell me what days.
Right.
Okay. Monday is the Mediterranean and Saturday is local kitchen.
No, sorry. That's not how it goes. But thank you for trying.
Good try. No soup for you.
Oh, Lord. Really jam stuff. Okay, 4660989 or 6620989. Give me a call. Weekend stay at the Marriott. Hello.
Back to the phone lines. Go right ahead.
Hi, good morning. You're on the air.
Hello, good morning. Tuesday, Lastarian, and Monday is vegetarian.
No, sorry. Oh my gosh.
Did I confuse them?
I don't
know. No, unless we're saying Mediterranean. That's what I'm wondering if it sounded like vegetarian. That's what I'm wondering.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Yes. So to clear that up, it's Mediterranean.
Yeah, not vegetarian. No, we're not telling you the day. So you have to give me the day and the actual theme.
Yes, because the second person that said vegetarian.
Yeah, Mediterranean.
Right.
Phone lines, let's go.
Phone lines. Hi, good morning. Caller, you're on the air.
Good morning.
Hi.
Saturday is the kitchen night and Monday is the North American.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
And we go to the next line.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
No, that person already hung up.
that one did that.
Unfortunate.
That one's,
call us still. We still have we're a little over time. But 4660989 or 662 because we really want to give this weekend stay away. So give me a call. Hey, good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Is it Monday is Mediterranean and Wednesday is the American?
No, Wednesday isn't even in it. Sorry about that. Sorry. Gosh.
We'll just take it back with us.
No, we want somebody to get it.
And you know what? Here's a little clue. Here's a little clue. You can go to the Win FM website, winmediaskn.com, and you might get some clues.
So winmediaskn.com. So hop on your phones. You don't even have to get a laptop anymore or a computer.
Call
on
go
your
right
phone.
ahead.
Okay.
Yes, good morning. Sunday is the St. Kitts and Tuesday is the Mediterranean.
No, it's not. Sorry. Thank you for calling in, though. Oh, gosh. What? Oh, we're going to take what? 2 more calls?
Should we give them one?
Instead of 2?
No, but tell them. No, we have 2 calls left. We want someone to win it. So should we say, I mean, everybody has been getting, most persons have been getting this Saturday night.
Right.
Correct. That is the St. Kitts night.
Hi, good morning. You're on the air.
Just get one more.
Good morning.
Morning.
I was saying Mustarian.
I'm sorry?
Sorry, say it again.
Mustarian.
Okay. Which night is Mustarian?
Hello?
Which night?
On the Tuesday night.
And give us one more.
Huh?
One more. You need to
And
name.
the local on a Sunday?
No.
I was rooting for you.
No, sorry.
No,
sorry. Oh gosh. All right, so we're gonna be down to one more.
I was willing to work with
Yes, I was willing to work with her.
Oh boy. All right, 4660989 or 6620989. I guess this is our last call. All right. Good morning. You're on the air.
Monday is North American night, and Tuesday is Mediterranean.
No.
Gosh.
No.
Gosh. No, so sorry about that.
Did I confuse them?
I don't think you did. It's just. I just think it's just that they didn't realize that the answers were going to be in your,
Right. So
in your marketing pitch.
Right. So it's 4 nights. Are we taking any more calls?
Yeah. There's one more.
There's one more. Let's take one more.
Take the one.
Let's take one
let's go.
more.
Okay, caller, go right ahead. Caller, go right ahead.
Hi. Can you speak up, please?
This sounds like a winner.
On the train.
Yes, go right ahead. Just speak up for me.
Tuesday Mediterranean and Saturday local.
Yay! And she called the name correctly, so it is Mediterranean.
Well, Alicia is a psychic as well, so you guys need to get.
I am by the way.
Say that. Do you want to give your name on the air or off the air?
Off the air, please.
Okay, hang on, and Jamster will take that number. Take your information. Sorry.
Oh wow!
Finally, we
that
almost.
was tough.
I almost had to enjoy it
See,
by ourselves.
no, had it been my last 2, we wouldn't have gotten here. So at least you said take another one and deal with it. And then you said that's the winner. That sounds like a winner. And
Right.
See?
I'm an empath.
Yes.
Should I check you for some lottery
universe
information?
and
No, I don't
her.
do numbers.
Jeez. Okay. Well, that does it for me. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming in. Any final words that you want to share with our listeners? Come out and eat.
Come out and eat and
sleep, eat,
and remember
swim.
that love isn't just one day; it's every year. All right. So, and the St. Kitts Marathon is open, and we love love. So
Right.
come and visit us. Stay with us. Get married. We have lots of wedding specials as well too for locals. Remember that, right? So we offer everything. Come on over. Give us a call. And we'll work with you.
Yeah, we welcome you guys. We've always welcomed the locals. I know sometimes you think the Marriott is there for international guests. We're there for everyone.
Everyone.
So, come
Everyone.
on over, check us out. We are the sales team. So if you want to reach out to any of us for any questions you may have, Hadi and I are fully available. Just call the hotel 466-1200 and ask to be connected to sales.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thanks for
All right,
having us.
bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Hey, it's 11 minutes after 10 o'clock, and we just heard from the St. Kitts Marriott marketing team.
Yeah, that
and
was
it's
fun, right?
all about Love Week, and they just did their thing. And we just had a lucky winner for their Love Week promotion at the hotel. Well, Shari,
Just
okay, I guess they're doing their girl talk thing in there. 11 minutes after 10 o'clock. Let's take a quick break.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
If you need protection, you need one who you can trust to secure your investment. You need one who'll do you just. TDC Insurance, you're the one that you can trust. TDC Insurance, you're always safe with us.
TDC Insurance is your go-to insurance company for all your insurance needs. We take pride in offering you the best solutions and ensuring our customers are fully satisfied. TDC Insurance, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind. You're always safe with us.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Cause if you come to party, let we party. You come out to party, start to party. You want to party, then let we party. We drinking, we drinking. Thank God I'm free again. I just want to misbehave. Thank God I'm free again. No, we drinking, cause we are limited time to line. Don't know when the place might shut down, so every gal who wine, I just want see the bumper drop down. We don't want time to fret or frighten. We don't care if the world might be the same again. Cause so if you come out to party, come to party, then just go and live life.
4.5 minutes after 10 o'clock. That's gonna do it for Island Tea this morning. We got some winners on the Marriott and the Marshall's tip with de jour. As Love Week continues here on Win FM, it's Monday, February 13th, the lovely day before the love day. Well, guess what? We're gonna be coming back with you guys tomorrow. So have a lovely day. Climb yourself for the love to come tomorrow. Here on Love Week, Island Tea. For Shari, this is Jams saying peace, love, and fat beats.
We're different. We're 98.9.